We have to combine that whole operation. Certified priests, prophesying this my occupation. This shit outrageous, nigga made the truth outside. That's why we on the corner crying aloud. Look at our style, the UPK style. We stop now. Start this forfeit, good last one round. Let the oppressed rise, let the rich fall till the sun down. Enough of these shit comes to make it hot, cold and compelled. These all my niggas put the guns in the drugs there. Putting it free to the Lord, call for the blood, hey. Trying to decide my death, and y'all beside yourself. Swore to wrong for what you before, how you gon' hide yourself? Devil got to die for his life, and the king ain't got no love for the praise. No, this fool is peace. And then my father's house is speaking means. I got plenty of peace. What being peace is your death sentence. I'm talking about the big sword, yeah, sword, yeah, sword, yeah, sword, yeah, sword, yeah, sword, yeah, sword. They can't even let a ride over it. They kill the world without a lie. They down for your skin. You gon' die for your pride. I'm talking to you. Someone for your life. Satisfy my people. You gotta pay the price, nigga. You gotta heal, let them heal. To the devil that you get was dead. Sword, yeah, sword, yeah. Now they shook for bitches' word out this hated book. Out this take these shadows back to school. I broke down the hook. They cross the line, ain't no coming back. You became no doubts. The only thing sweet is the holy check. Righteous is the Lord. Give me rest from my sorrow. And hang down blood for the devils. There's no tomorrow. Why? Cause they died to sleep a man to skip course. You see a flag in a bag. I see more than a pitchfork. Hey. Some people believe it. The white man is a demon. And I ain't gon' open up the freedom. All that niggas still weak. They cut the purpose. Why this night till they come like see that. You got this nigga on these knees. They wanna have peace. You see me let this bitch burn at 1,000 degrees. Look land in the bosom of her knees. I told her I'd do anything she please. And I squeeze on the devil knees. Fuck you mean? You gon' die for your pride. I'm talking to you. Someone for your life. Satisfy my people. You gotta pay the price, nigga. You gotta heal, let them heal. To the devil that you get was dead. Sword, yeah, sword, yeah. The police just shot him for no apparent reason. No reason at all. They asked for license and registration. That's the police officer over there that did it. With the black on. I can't really do shit when they got me camera. I can't believe that you did this. I'm fucking. You gon' die for your pride. I'm talking to you. Someone for your life. Satisfy my people. You gotta pay the price, nigga. You gotta heal, let them heal. To the devil that you get was dead. Sword, yeah, sword, yeah. All right, we're gonna play one more, and then we're gonna get straight into the class. All right. set up by thought. Opportunity doesn't knock. That's not right there be a cop. And all of that shit that we talking, still be punching the clock. You don't want to sweep your floor from 8 to 4. Fucking want to take your orders for. When your favorite star got an Audemars that's worth more than mama's car. That shit make you want to say fuck the law. When your rent's due, when your kids fall, nigga, we don't eat off my own corner store. So quarter board, so it's quarter more, huh? We want to be an entrepreneur. We want sign checks. We want work for ourselves. We want on the next. You too much is great when you on your own accents. So the only thing they show us is how to be an outlet so we won't connect. Let's say hi like hola. Listen to Hova. Lift up a robot. Then watching power. Tommy and Ghost Brown. So I need some powder. Fish scale and soda for 99 cents. Gotta repent. Gotta pay rent. Something's only 99 cents. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Something's only 99 cents. Gotta repent. Gotta pay rent. Something's only 99 cents. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Yeah, the money is a motive. Repeat my history, crack cocaine is like a motif. It's plain and simple, way back when my mother hustled. It's in my blood, so I feel like it's time to grind, just like the times I'm inside. Back then was the bad days, my folks was mad when I was a crack baby. Tell me to put on in, show the skill, and so push on, so push you hustle. Some of everything in the house, goddamn. She ain't give a deal, let's talk, goddamn. Some others were had a man, I had to take care of us in the beach with 4 kids. The one on the way was on shit, no food in the fridge, on some shit. Got food stamps on the neighbors, I working and no favors. Late night, you shop both days. Go grade to me some mail. Kool-Aid had about 4 flavors. And when I was a cash out, I keep that shot. Told me take percent. $15 for that kid, fuck for that shit. Then you got me the nose, let it cover the coats. Take back with their overs, whole world on shoulders. No food, you keep it sober. $10 in the sack, you point to the back, say, I can keep that sober. 99 cents. Gotta repent, gotta pay rent. Something's only 99 cents. Make it make sense, make it make sense. Something's only 99 cents. Gotta repent, gotta pay rent. Something's only 99 cents. Make it make sense, make it make sense. So let me get this straight. So I gotta go take out loans to go to school, to get a job, just to pay for the loans I took out in the first place. I'm looking at this arm and hammer, like I should have a hammer in my arm right goddamn now. Shit ain't make no sense. Lord, make it make sense. Goddamn. Making something's only 99 cents. Hey, it's all the repent. Gotta pay rent. Making something's only 99 cents. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Gotta pay rent. Make it make sense. Make it make sense.
All right, clap it up. Shalom, Israel. This is the Israelite School and Universal and Practical Knowledge. Started out at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under the amazing commanding Jenny YAHANNA. We are not affiliated with any other Israelite group. You know what I'm saying? If you're not in the truth, you're not in the I.S.U.P.K, you are not in the truth. Today is an I.S.U.P.K Houston Wednesday law class. And today we're going to get into a topic most common to a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? And that's, give me 1 second. And that's called, fornication. You know what I'm saying? The Christian church, taught you that fornication was, they like to use the word shacking up. You know what I'm saying? They think, you out there fornicating and you're out here, shacking up with people, you know what I'm saying? Which means that you and either your man or your woman, y'all living together without quote unquote having the white man's, marriage license and ring. You know what I'm saying? And to an extent, they are, well, not as far as like the shacking up part, but as far as like sleeping around and whoring around, they are correct. But we're not gonna give them too much credit today. You know what I'm saying? But fornication, you know what I'm saying? It's two sides of the spectrum of fornication. You got physical fornication, and then you got spiritual fornication. So we're gonna dive into both of those today. You know what I'm saying? Anybody online can tell me what would be considered physical fornication according to the Bible. I'll wait. You know what I'm saying? For any interest come in. All right. Well, I'll keep going. Uh, Physical fornication is, what I'm saying, what we equate as unlawful sex according to the Bible. You know what I'm saying? Unlawful sex, you know what I'm saying, is pretty much ties into adultery, rape, homosexuality, bestiality, and even sleeping with other nations that are not Israelites. You know what I'm saying? So first we're gonna, the first one I'm gonna get on is the adultery. You know what I'm saying? So we can clear up what adultery is. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go to Leviticus chapter 20, verse 10. And this is Leviticus chapter 20, verse 10. And the man that committeth adultery with another man's wife, even he that committeth adultery with his neighbor's wife, the adulterer and the adulteress shall surely be put to death. You know what I'm saying? Okay, it says, a man commits adultery when he sleeps with another man's wife. You know what I'm saying? Now, as far as a man goes, that's the only form of adultery that's in the Bible, because the Christian church will have you believe that, what I'm saying, when a man sleeps with uh multiple women, that he's committing adultery. Not the case. Because what I'm saying, here in I.S.U.P.K, what I'm saying, we understand and we teach that a man can have more than one wife. You know what I'm saying? It is lawful for a man to have more than one wife. You know what I'm saying? Long as it's not another man's wife. You know what I'm saying? And if you keep reading the scripture, it says, even he that committeth adultery with his neighbor's wife, the adulterer and the adulteress shall surely be put to death. Now, why would the adulteress be put to death? You know what I'm saying? Anybody know? The adulteress will be put to death because she didn't cry out against that. She consented sex with somebody else other than her husband. You know what I'm saying? And we have that a lot. You know what I'm saying, in our nation. You know what I'm saying, especially in that Christian church. You know what I'm saying, where you have couples that they go to the same church. You know what I'm saying, and Sister Robinson, she always come up there. She look good. She got all the latest, designer things, and she always, trying to be the forefront of the church, trying to make herself seen. You know what I'm saying? That's right, Princess Yaitza. That's right. She said Salakia, sir, because she agreed, and that's correct. You know what I'm saying? You have sisters that, like I said, she's up in the forefront of the church. You know what I'm saying? She's trying to make herself seen. She wears the tightest clothes. You know what I'm saying? And eventually, you know what I'm saying? She wants to be in everybody's office, trying to be in every type of business of the church. You know what I'm saying? Eventually, you know what I'm saying, one of those men is gonna try something. You know what I'm saying? Typically it's one of the deacons or even the pastor. We see it all the time in the church, where the deacon or the pastor, you know what I'm saying, sleeps with a man's wife in the church. You know what I'm saying? And he ends up, if it's great, you know what I'm saying, if he don't get caught. But the moment he gets caught, you know what I'm saying? It's oh, you know, we all can't be perfect, and you know, I'm a man, and blah blah this and blah blah that. You know what I'm saying? She wooed me, and you know, then he tried to put the blame on the sister. You know what I'm saying? And then, and most of the time, you know, he'll step down as acting pastor, and he'll just sit away for about a few months and let everybody get over it. Then he's back, you know, collecting his tithe money again. You know, and then you know the deacon or the assistant pastor, he'll take over the church for a little bit, and he'll try to smooth it over. You know what I'm saying? And you know, and it's like a revolving door. You know what I'm saying? Like we see that in the workplace all the time. You know what I'm saying? Even at my slavery, man. You know, these sisters come to work. You know, when they first start, you know what I'm saying? They oh, my husband this, or my boyfriend this, my boyfriend that, my husband this, my husband that. You know what I'm saying? When they first start, and then 2 months down the line, they single, quote unquote. You know what I'm saying? Because you know all the men in the church are giving them the attention that they desire. You know what I'm saying? They're hey sis, how you doing? You know, you look good today. You know, well, may I help you with this? May I help you with that? You know, with this to make this job easier, you do this. You know what I'm saying? Or to make this, you know, this job, you know, to be easier, you do that. All right. All right. Salaki, give me 1 second. Start up later. So you gonna start up later? Yeah, I'll start. All right, Salaki, y'all. Give me 1 more second, and we'll finish this class. All right. So back to what I was saying, brother. We talking about fornication. You know what I'm saying? You know, you got two different types of fornication. All right, you got you know the two types of fornication. Do you know what fornication is? Yeah. All right, what you got? Messing around with ladies. Anything with ladies. Yeah, oral and vaginal. In an oral fashion. Oral and vaginal. They give you oral, you get me. All right, that's with any lady. Huh? That's with any lady. Fornication with any lady. Well, that ain't fornication if it's with your wife. Okay. So, can a man have more than one wife? Depends on his religion. Depend on his religion. It depends on. Actually, I don't know. All right, no sweat. So, partially you correct. You know what I'm saying, but it's two types of fornication. You know what I'm saying? It's a physical uh aspect of fornication, which you was just explaining, and then you got a spiritual. You know what I'm saying? We'll get to the spiritual later on. But when it comes to, I was reading. Like, give me 1 second. I was reading Leviticus chapter 20, verse 10. I'll read it again for for the new brother. And the man that committed adultery with another man's wife, you know what I'm saying? Even he that committeth adultery with his neighbor's wife, the adulterer and the adulteress shall surely be put to death. Now, see, notice what it says. It says that, and the man that committeth adultery with another man's wife. You know what I'm saying? So, this is the only scripture or the only context when a man can commit adultery if he's sleeping with another man's wife. You know what I'm saying? Now, it's not adultery for a man to sleep with this woman, you know what I'm saying, and then sleep with that woman if she's single. You know what I'm saying? She's not dealing with a man and she's not married. You know what I'm saying? Because sex consummates marriage. You know what I'm saying? According to the Bible. So if he's dealing with this woman, then he meets a new woman and she's not dealing with nobody. You know what I'm saying? She's not having sex with anybody, and he deals with that. That becomes his wife, and he can have both of those women. He's not committing adultery. But if he's dealing with this woman, and just say for instance, you know what I'm saying, he has a homeboy, he end up going to jail. And his woman is at home by herself. You know what I'm saying? And that's a typical scenario. You know what I'm saying? Your boy, he end up getting locked up about 5 years, whatever, 10 years, whatever, maybe even longer. And they so close to where, you know what I'm saying, he might want to attempt to hold his partner down for a little bit. Well, I'm gonna make sure your baby mama good. You know what I'm saying? Cut the yard. Bring food or whatever. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? But eventually, you know what I'm saying, he gets attached to her or she gets attached to him. You know what I'm saying? And then they end up doing something. That's adultery for the man and the woman. Because why? Why is it adultery for the woman?
Because she's bad. She's the woman. She's bad. She letting another person in her universe.
Right. So she agreed to having sex with this other man besides that wasn't her husband. Right? Okay, so you got that part right. All right. So adultery for a man is sleeping with another man's wife. Adultery for a woman is sleeping with somebody that's other than her husband. You know what I'm saying? So if you know what I'm saying, well, just say for instance that brother died. Can that brother sleep with her then?
No, she never. Yeah, can she? He don't.
I'm asking. Can he? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like your boy go to jail, you know what I'm saying? He never did sleep with her while he was locked up, but then he end up getting killed he ended up getting killed in prison somehow. Yeah. Can that brother now sleep with her?
That'll be the spiritual adultery, huh?
Lie.
No, good.
He can now sleep with her now because her husband died.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She has the right to marry any man that she wants now, unless she has a brother.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But that's a different law that we can touch on a different day. Okay. You know what I'm saying? But if that brother dies, you know what I'm saying, then if of course he gonna try to, man, oh, that was my boy, man, try to console her and blah blah this and blah blah that, and
go down
and it go down. You know what I'm saying? So okay, now you're on the right track. So that's why it says that the adulterer and the adulteress should be put to death because she consented. You know what I'm saying? She was out there being a whore. You know what I'm saying? Like she wasn't holding her man down like she's supposed to. You know what I'm saying? She wasn't a virtuous woman. You know what I'm saying? And it's both of their fault. That's why both of them get put to death because he was old, HAN. You know what I'm saying? How we say, and then, you know what I'm saying, for even pushing up on her like that. You know what I'm saying? And then she was a whore for, you know what I'm saying, allowing that attention to get to her to where, you know what I'm saying, right. You know, in a situation like that, it's hard for a sister in the world to do that because, you know, my man locked up for 5, 10, maybe 15 years. You know what I'm saying? And you know what sister got needs. I got needs.
They do that. They say
You know what I'm saying? I got needs. I can't sit around and wait for this man and blah blah this and blah blah that. You know what I'm saying? You can kind of feel them, but you can't. You know what I'm saying? Because you can always go up to that prison and get a conjugal. Right. You know what I'm saying? But you don't want to do that. Because all these men that you go when you go to the lounge with your sisters, with your homegirls, all these dudes around here sucking on these hookahs, buying you drinks, you know, giving you all these compliments. You know what I'm saying? Well, this convenience right here. You know, I ain't got to drive way to, you know, where the hell, Texas. You know what I'm saying? To go see my man when I can just go down the street to this club right here and get a free drink or two or three and a meal. You know what I'm saying? All right. So I'm gonna go to Exodus chapter 20, verse 14. Now, this is you know, this is one of those scriptures that's what they call in the Ten Commandments that the Christian church they also love. You know what I'm saying? These are only laws that they probably would say that's not done away with, which is kind of asinine. You know what I'm saying? That says, thou shalt not commit adultery. You know what I'm saying? In the Christian church, that means, you know what I'm saying, if a man got a, you know, we're going to go back to the church scene, you know what I'm saying, where, you know, brother got a wife in the church, and then you got a single sister in the church, and he end up, you know what I'm saying, getting with her, you know, that's adultery in the church. You know what I'm saying?
Because he got a wife and
he got a wife because you know the Christian church, you know what I'm saying, the Roman Catholic Church for one, you know, put this monoganism, you know, in our society, in our nation. You know what I'm saying? And it was never meant to be like that. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, when you ask a Christian, well, you know, how many tribes or how many sons did Jacob have? He had 12. You know, the 12 tribes of Israel. Mm-hmm. Amen. And then you ask them, well,
were they all from the same wife?
Were they all from the same wife? You know what I'm saying? Because some of them, you know, they were just like 1 or 2 years apart from each other, maybe even the same year. You know what I'm saying? And they were like, well, now, well, see, that was different. Nah, he had 4 wives. Did God punish him for that? No. But it says one wife. One wife. Okay, well, King Solomon had what, 1,000? Did God punish him for that? He was the wisest man in the nation. Did the Most High punish him for that? No, but he got punished. But what did he get punished for? He got punished for sleeping with those heathen women. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't punished for sleeping with the Israelites. He was punished for sleeping with those heathens. You know what I'm saying? All right, I'm gonna drop that. We're gonna go to Mark chapter 10, verse 12. Now, all right, this is Mark chapter 10, verse 12. And if a woman shall put away her husband and be married to another, she committeth adultery. So you know how when we read in Leviticus that, you know what I'm saying, if a man sleeps with another man's wife, he commits adultery. You know what I'm saying? But it says here, you know, if you know a woman commits adultery, you know, if she put away her husband, you know what I'm saying, and go sleep with another man. You know what I'm saying? Scenario, okay, you got a man at home. Then you go to work. Now you got this work boo or work babe. You know what I'm saying? It happens at every job. You know what I'm saying? you get cool with this dude that's in your department. You know what I'm saying? Y'all end up going to lunch together, and y'all you start sharing your feelings and start sharing your business with this man, and vice versa. And then eventually, you know what I'm saying? Like, if well, let's go have a drink tonight. I'm tired. It's been a long week. You know what I'm saying? My girlfriend tripping, and oh man, my boyfriend been tripping too. Like, I don't even want to go home right now. Then guess what? Well, let's go turn up somewhere. You know what I'm saying? And y'all just get drunk. Or now you might get high too. That's another factor. Now you're doing drugs, and then y'all end up sleeping with each other. So now, you know what I'm saying, every time y'all at work, y'all always at each other desk or in each other area. Y'all always going to lunch together. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes now when you go to lunch together, you go get it in somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Now your husband wondering where all these charges coming from, or your wife wonder where all these charges coming from for her credit card or his credit card. Like, I ain't never been to Hotel Derek. Like, what the hell going on? Oh, that's they got scammers out here now, baby, now you got to lie to her. You know what I'm saying? And once you make one lie, you got to make 10 more just to make up for that one. You know what I'm saying? And then, but in that woman's eyes, because you done already told her that you the only woman for me. You know what I'm saying? You the only woman for me. Now, this is in the world. This is not understanding multiple wives that I'm talking about. Yeah. All right. So, you the only woman for me. So in that woman's mind, well, I'm the only woman for him. He shouldn't even look at another woman. You know what I'm saying? He done told me this, he done told me that. And then once she found out that you didn't mean what you said, you're a liar. Now she's vindictive. Now she's hurt. You know what I'm saying? Same way with a man. You the only man for me. I don't worry about these other niggas around here, and blah blah this and blah blah that. Oh yeah, my baby be holding me down, you know what I'm saying? My baby good at the high, you know what I'm saying? And then not knowing that your homeboy standing right there next to you passing that blunt, as soon as you go to work, because he ain't got no job. He at your house. 10-5. You know what I'm saying? All right. So that was it was at Mark chapter 10, verse 12. And I read it again. It says, and if a woman shall put away her husband and be married to another. Now it didn't say sleep with another, it said be married to another, which means she had sex. You know what I'm saying? Because sex consummates marriage, according to the Bible. She committed adultery. You know what I'm saying? All right. I'm gonna drop that, and we're gonna go to Deuteronomy 22 and 22. If you got any questions, feel free to ask, man. Huh? I said, I got you. I'm soaking up. All right, all right. Now this is Deuteronomy chapter 22, verse 22. If a man be found lying with a woman married to an husband, then they shall both of them die. Both the man that lay with the woman and the woman, Salaki. So shalt thou be, Salaki. So shalt thou put away evil from Israel. You know what I'm saying? So if you get caught, you know what I'm saying, sleeping with somebody else's wife, you know what I'm saying, like you put to death, or you cast out of Israel, because one thing that the nation does is is hold each other accountable. You know what I'm saying? Because if you sin it and we allow it, that means somebody else can sin in the nation, and then because the Most High judges us as a nation. You know what I'm saying? So if we got a whole bunch of adulterers, in our midst, you know what I'm saying, the Most High punishes us. You know what I'm saying? That's why, you know what I'm saying, like it wasn't one person that sinned that put us, in bondage and evil. I mean, in Egypt. it was a nation thing. All right. Like even like in all the captivities that we ever been in, you know what I'm saying? It was, a nation sin. You know what I'm saying? Like we was all doing something wrong. All right. So let me see. Now we're gonna go to Numbers 5 and 11. We're just gonna back up that scripture. You know what I'm saying? Because the scriptures say, precept must be upon precept, line upon line upon line, here diddle and there diddle. So if I bring out a scripture explaining something to you, if I'm trying to explain a point, I should be able to find somewhere else in the Bible that says the same thing or pretty much around the same context. All right. So this is Number chapter 5, verse 11. Uh Salaki. No, we're gonna drop that one. All right, now we're gonna go back to Deuteronomy chapter 22. Now, do you know another type of fornication?
Other than spiritual and physical.
No, no, I'm talking. We talking about physical. Let's go. Let's back up to the definition of fornication. According to the Bible, fornication means unlawful sex. All right. So we just covered adultery. You know what I'm saying? So do you know any other?
Yeah, got animal stuff. Things we can do crazy with the kids and all that.
Right.
Dudes on dudes.
Right.
Yeah, dudes on dudes and girls on girls.
Right.
Yeah.
You're forgetting one more.
Orgies. Orgies.
Yeah. Kinda. Yes.
Flipping.
No, it's one more. Is one key one that a lot of our women fall victim to, especially when they're young.
The threesome stuff.
No. Just listen to what I said. I said a lot of our women, men too, they fall victim to it, especially when they're young.
Unmarriageable, young.
No. Just think common. I give it to you for time's sake. Rape.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's unlawful sex too. All right. So we're gonna go back to 22, Deuteronomy chapter 22, and verse 23. It says, if a damsel that is a virgin be betrothed unto a husband, and if a man find her in the city and lie with her, then ye shall bring them both out unto the gate of that city, and ye shall stone them with stones that they die. The damsel, because she cried not, being in the city, and the man, because he have humbled his neighbor's wife. So thou shalt put away evil from among you. All right. So now this is another one that if a damsel that is a virgin, you know what I'm saying, she be betrothed into her husband, that means she's engaged. You know what I'm saying? And she goes out and finds a no, I'm sorry, Salaki. And a man find her and in the city and lie with her. You know what I'm saying? She didn't cry out. You know what I'm saying? So this is not considered rape. You know what I'm saying? She didn't cry out. All right, so we're gonna get into what the rape is. Okay. This is Exodus chapter 22, verse 16. Oh, Salaki. I'm a so 22, 23 and 24, that's not considered rape. So let me read 25. Salaki. But if a man find a betrothed damsel in the field, and the man force her and lie with her, then the man only that lay with her shall die. You know what I'm saying? Then Salaki, give me 1 second. I'll read it again. But unto the damsel that thou shalt do Salakia. But if a man find a betrothed damsel in the field, and the man force her and lie with her, then the man only that lay with her shall die. You know what I'm saying? Now you see the change in, you know what I'm saying, the terminology. Because at first, you know what I'm saying, it wasn't rape because, you know, he found her, you know what I'm saying, he spit game to her. You know, I'm about to be married, you know what I'm saying? I'm engaged, you know what I'm saying? He's like, all right, well, you know, let's turn that one more time before you get married, you know what I'm saying? Just live a little, you know what I'm saying? It happens a lot in bachelorette parties. It happens a lot at bachelor parties. You know what I'm saying? Well, I'm gonna live, I'm gonna turn up, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna, you know, before I have to, you know what I'm saying, sleep with one man for the rest of my life. You know, I'm gonna have me a little fun. Listen, they call them girls' night out now. Right. You know what I'm saying? You know, they want to have a little more fun, you know what I'm saying, before they have to force themselves to be committed to one man. Because before then, you know, they go to the bar one week, get some free drinks and a meal, sleep with that man. Then they find out, you know what I'm saying, he don't make enough money for them or whatever. Then they find a new dude. They got money. You know, he got the charm. He bought him. You know, first dude. You know, he bought him. You know, a couple. Couple happy hour drinks, and maybe took him to IHOP or Chili's or something like that. But this next dude, you know what I'm saying, he come picking him up in a Maybach. You know what I'm saying, taking him to Steak 48, and may pay a bill or two. You know what I'm saying? Then you sleep with him the next week. You know what I'm saying? Then you might go back to that same club again and meet, you know, and it's the same thing over and over and over again. You know what I'm saying? Because I just can't find the right man for me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I want to, you want to, you know what I'm saying? Now they want to test everything out. They want to test the finances. They want to test, you know what I'm saying, if he can provide, protect. They even want to test the sex. And once you test the sex, that's your husband. And then once you want to test the next man and you test him in all those categories, you committed adultery. Now you're a whore. You know what I'm saying? All right. So now it says, so like I'm at 25. So like, but if a man find a betrothed damsel in the field, and the man force her and lie with her, so now we're on a whole different category now. You know what I'm saying? You spit game to her, and you know, no, I'm married. You know, I'm engaged. You know what I'm saying? I got a husband. I got a man I'm dealing with. Man, I don't give a damn about that nigga, man. You know what's up? You know what I'm saying? You gonna give me some of this? Forget that. You know what I'm saying? And he overpower her. You know what I'm saying? You know, she screams out, she cries out, but there's no one around. And then he ends up, you know what I'm saying, laying with them. She's not in trouble now. She's not committing adultery because she cried out. She stated that she had a man or was being betrothed with a man, but the man, you know what I'm saying, he wasn't trying to hid. He wasn't taking no for an answer, and he forced her. You know what I'm saying? Because you know most men, well, you know, men they stronger than women. You know what I'm saying? Like so, if you really just wanted to, you know, take her, you can take her. You know what I'm saying? Just I mean, you know, I Turner did it a lot. You gonna sing the song like I said, sing anime. Everybody get out. You know what I'm saying? It was that easy. You know what I'm saying? He gets put to death because he's raped a woman. You know what I'm saying? And some of these disgusting figs or fake Israelite groups, you know what I'm saying? They say that that you can rape a woman, and we do not teach that. You cannot in no wise rape a woman. You know what I'm saying? Like that's low down and disgusting. Like you have no class about you. You have no game, no nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's like that's like especially the men that date rape women. You know what I'm saying? Like you slip something in they drink. You know what I'm saying, to get them to where they don't know where they at. You know what I'm saying? They don't know where they at. Or you know what I'm saying, you get them so drunk to where they passed out, and then you just, oh, I got her, I'm gonna take her home. This like my little sister right here. I'm gonna take her home. I got her. Then you take her off somewhere. You know what I'm saying, and do your thing, and she's not even conscious. Like that's sick. You know what I'm saying? Come on, cry, sir. You want to class, sir? You want to class? Come on, come. All right, so I'm gonna read the description one more time. This is Deuteronomy chapter 22, verse 25. But if a man find a betrothed damsel in the field, and the man force her and lie with her, then the man only that lay with her shall die. So that's clear cut rape. You know what I'm saying? We read earlier that, you know what I'm saying, if he find her and he just lie with her, then they both die because she didn't cry out. She agreed. You know what I'm saying? But in this case, you know what I'm saying, she know I got a man, or I'm engaged. You know what I'm saying? I'm dealing with somebody. I'm good, sir. Thank you. No, come on, girl. You gonna give me some of this? You know what I'm saying? He gonna take it. You know what I'm saying? He gets put to death by himself. You know what I'm saying? All right. I'm gonna drop that, and then I got Ecclesiasticus chapter 9, verse 9. Now this is what. Oh, you ready? Want to finish that one? Come. I mean, you go ahead. Okay. Now this is one for for people that to keep you away from what I'm saying, getting yourself in danger, like especially the women, and the men. You know what I'm saying? This is Ecclesiasticus out of the Apocrypha, chapter 9. Well, we'll start at 8. It says, "Turn away thine eye from a beautiful woman, and look not upon another's beauty. For many have been deceived by the beauty of a woman. For herewith love is kindled as a fire." You know what I'm saying? It says, "Turn away thine eye from a beautiful woman," because you know why? Because when you walk to that club, when you go to that club, or that lounge, or that bar, you know what I'm saying, women dress up to where, you know what I'm saying, they look like billboards, they look like models, they look like ooh wee. You know what I'm saying? They got their hair, nice. They got their makeup on. They got the form fitting dress on. You know what I'm saying? They got that good smelling perfume on. They got them heels on, them toes done. They I'm talking about it make you break your neck because you double take like, ooh, look at her. You know what I'm saying? That's why it says, turn away thine eye from a beautiful woman. Not saying that you can't look, but when you look at something like that, it throws your thinking off. It throws your decision making off. Because now all you thinking about is taking her home. You know what I'm saying? That's and that's where you get a lot of these quote unquote thirst traps from. You know what I'm saying? You especially like these women that that be on Instagram and OnlyFans. They look like mud ducks, but when they put that makeup on, slack you. But when they put that makeup on, they look like ooh wee. You know what I'm saying? All right. And it says, but don't be deceived by a beautiful woman like that, because she might be pretty in the mud, but she might be crazy as all I know. She might be a straight dragon. You know what I'm saying? Then you end up lying with her, and then you got to deal with all that. Multiple personalities. You know what I'm saying? She got schizophrenia, all type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? She's the tire slasher, the baby aborter. She keying your car and everything. Right. Go ahead, sir.
If I may select you, the final ones, they hate the truth.
Right.
Only because in the world pump their head up. But in here, you gotta follow rules and regulations, and follow with your husband, so follow the school rules, and they hate that. You know what I'm saying? The bigger the dumps, the bigger the crazy inside the head. You know what I'm saying? Because the world pump them up. When here we crush them, we stop on them. You know what I'm saying? We don't give a damn about what you look like.
Right.
Like, can we use you to push this truth? You know what I'm saying? So like.
Right. This is my last scripture before I bring before also 1,000 YAHANNA comes up.
Right.
This is Ecclesiastes chapter 9, verse 9. Sit not at all with another man's wife. So what that means is you can't have no work bae or no work boo.
Right.
Y'all can't be going to lunch, you know what I'm saying? Oh, it's just harmless lunch, you know what I'm saying? We work at the same department. We go to lunch at the same time. Why burn your gas? You can just ride in my car. You know what I'm saying? That those are the key things that. Go ahead, sir.
If I may, and once a nigga put cheese on her burger,
right?
Who is a rap? She
right.
fell in love with you. You know what I'm saying? Over a cheeseburger.
Right. You know what I'm saying? She expecting to go on the Subway, but let's go to Steak 48 for lunch. I got this. My dime.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because he done stole the PPP loan. He done got his taxes back and everything. Right. So now he want to flirt. He want to try to impress you.
Right.
All right.
If I may.
Go ahead, sir.
And Lord knows he might just got his check and spending his check.
Right.
The next one you pick, he might be a drug dealer. You know what I'm saying? Like it's always a catch to it, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I want to fall for the alley-oop every time.
Right. It says, nor sit down with her in thine arms. And, so no Netflix and chill. You know what I'm saying? And spend not thy money with her at the wine, lest thine heart incline unto her, and so through thy desire thou fall into destruction. So, yeah, don't go to happy hour after work. Because, the drink strong and cheap. You know what I'm saying? We had a long week at work. You know what I'm saying? Like, supervisor, she was on us all day. He was on us all day. I'm tired. I just need to decompress. You know what I'm saying? Let's go on, hit this bar. It's on my dime. And then guess what? Both of y'all get in there and get a little liquored up. Now y'all telling y'all business, and then Hotel Derrick right down the street. You know what I'm saying? And then both of y'all in destruction. All right, this is my time. I'm gonna pass the class over to Precinct Officer 1000, Officer YAHANNA.
Breathe. Boy, good to see you. Likewise, bro. I'm gonna have you go back to that scripture, Baba, for sure. The last part of it, mainly. All right. Most High in Christ. All right. Hey, Shalom, y'all, Bashim, y'all, Shab, Rakatah to the brothers. Y'all, Shmal, Bashim, y'all, Shab to the sisters. It's been a while, you know what I'm saying? It feels good to be back, you know what I'm saying, and be able to come hold it down with Officer Ram, man. Everybody give Officer Ram a mighty priest in his truth hand, you understand, for holding down the I.S.U.P.K Houston Wednesday law class, man. Like, excellent teacher, you understand, dropping some very hardcore jewels that are very necessary, you understand what I'm saying, to get our people out of hell, man. And one thing he spoke on in that last verse, I want to go back to it. What was it, Ecclesiastes? Because you got a apocrypha, brother, or do you have a apocrypha down there? No, I got a Bible. You got it on? Okay. Do you happen to have the Bible app on your phone? Bible app on the phone. Okay, let's see. If not, it's Tawab. I can go ahead and bring it up. It was Ecclesiastes 9 verse 9. I mean chapter 9 verse 9. Let me get to it real quick. It was something that he said I want to really expound on because it's very important. It's one thing that's very important. Well, he probably gonna go ahead and read it, but one thing about this particular verse, I love this verse because it's really the epitome of what goes on today. You understand what I'm saying? It's like the perfect scripture to pull pertaining to modern everyday, you know what I'm saying, what we go through. It's so easy to get enticed by a woman, and she may have a man, and see, when you in the world, you don't really care if she have a man because you're so enticed, like what Officer Ram so eloquently brought out, you're so enticed by her beauty. Her beauty is just so striking, and it's just something about her, and it's a new thing, right? Because you have your woman, you have your options, but it's a new thing that you're looking at. This is a different type of beauty. Your woman you can have multiple women, right, that are yours, that belong to you, and they could all be beautiful, but this is a different woman. Right. This is a different beauty. You understand what I'm saying? The way she smiled, it just looks a little different. You understand what I'm saying? And as men, we love, a real man loves a woman.
Right.
I mean, let's get that understood. A real man loves a woman. The Lord made our sisters so beautiful. You understand what I'm saying? Like they're so easy on the eyes, man. You know what I mean? It's like looking at, I can't explain it. It's just so beautiful, right? So we get so caught up in the moment of, dang, man, she looking good, man. I don't care if she got to do it. I gotta have her. I got to. You know what I'm saying? And you're not understanding the destruction that you, like what he was bringing out at the end. That's why I want to come back to it. The destruction that you putting yourself in and her. You understand? Let's read that last. Let's go to the part where it says, "And spend not."
This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, out of the Apocrypha, chapter 9 and verse 9. Second comma. And spend not thy money with her at the wine.
So don't be trying to, the bar. The bar is a place where, you want to, go hang out. Brothers will get together, or sisters, the home girls and stuff, they'll get together to just, kick it, just talk and, have casual, conversation. Is, sometimes they have like, pool or whatever. You can shoot pool. You can do little things. It's a social place. It's a place where you're supposed to socialize. So usually the bar is also known as a rebound place. What I mean by that is you just broke up with your girl, you just got into it with your girl, or you know what I'm saying, you feeling some type of way, you have to step out, like y'all arguing, you in a heated moment, all right, man, I'll be back. I ain't got time for that. You're gonna go to the bar. You know what I'm saying? You want to socialize and mingle, you know what I'm saying? And same thing with sisters. She going through it, her dude ain't up to par where she want him to be. She want to have a drink. Come on, girl, let's go. She holler at her home girl. Let's just go have a drink. I just want to get him off my mind. You know what I'm saying? So now she at the bar. Meanwhile, she got a whole man at home. Right. You understand what I'm saying? That's why this scripture is so heavy, because it goes straight to the point. It says, sit not with her at the wine. You understand what I'm saying? Did I say that right? It says, it says, and spend not thy money with her at the wine. Niggas, you know what I'm saying? First, let me buy you a drink. Ooh, you know what I'm saying? Everybody want to be T-Pain. You see a sister, you got a little change. You may not got that much money, but you got enough for that drink. And you get her enough of them drinks. You get her a few of them. She might be coming home with you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we already know. Let's not act like we're not adults here. You understand? Now, I'm not saying all women. Don't get me wrong, but a lot of women, when they get that look in their system, you understand, they tend to lose sight of what's the word I'm looking for? They don't have the best judgment. Right. You understand what I'm saying? And at that point, that you taking advantage of that sister. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said spend not thy money with her, because what you don't understand is you buying her these drinks. Now she's gonna open up more and more. She's gonna start spilling out all the beans to her relationship. He's gonna be all types of monsters and everything under the sun. You know what I'm saying? Because she got a new ear to listen to. She got a new shoulder to cry on. You understand what I'm saying? And that is so dangerous. It's so dangerous. Keep reading.
Lest thine heart incline unto her.
It says, lest thine heart incline unto her. Don't do it, because what's going to happen? She's going to say all the right things. She's going to talk about how she's just such a good woman and he don't deserve her, and she does this and that and this and that, and he don't appreciate her, and she needs a man that appreciates her. And now you're going to be like, you know what? You're right. Yeah, come on. It's okay. Right. It's okay, mama. Ooh, man, she looking good. You know what I'm saying? It's okay, mama. Don't worry about it. And your heart is going to incline unto her, because one, she's already beautiful. So you already like, man, you can't take your eyes off of her. Now she's confiding in you. Now you feel like a superhero. Now you just feel like I'm the man. But she didn't have 4-5 drinks in her. You know what I'm saying? You're not the man, brother. It's just, she's just full of that liquor and she's hurt right now. You understand what I'm saying? Meanwhile, you think you just have the best game in the world. You think you just the Mac. You the man. You understand what I'm saying? But that could be any brother that's sitting right there. She just needs somebody. You are a rebound. And that is dangerous because not only is it dangerous for y'all in the sense of, you falling for her and she made a mistake. And now when she realized she made a mistake, now you feeling some type of way. It just creates a whole, it's like, it's just crazy. Like, it reminds me of these modern reality shows. You know what I'm saying? It just creates a whole just horrible dynamic all the way around. There's no positives that you can get out of it. You understand what I'm saying? Keep reading.
And so through thy desire thou fall into destruction.
And so through thy desire, because you knew what you were going to the bar to get. You know what I'm saying? You had it on your mind. It was premeditated. You wanted to find you a vulnerable woman, and she wanted to find another man's shoulder that she could cry on. Both of y'all, through y'all desires, are going to fall in destruction. Now, how you going to fall in destruction? In many ways. I've already said it to where, first of all, you're going to sleep with this man. You done made a mistake. He done slept with you. Now he getting his feelings involved. You know what I'm saying? Then once you realize you done made a mistake, you want to go back to the man that you had at home that's actually really a good man. He just, y'all just got into an argument and now you hate him, and you got emotional, but really he's a good man and the father of your kids. You understand what I'm saying? And you realize, dang, I can't just make no, lifetime decision just because in the heat I was just emotional. I made a mistake. And you trying to explain that to the new dude. He ain't trying to hear that because he's already inclined onto you. His heart already inclined onto you. He is like, oh no, I got me. She's beautiful. I can just show her off to my friend. He's thinking about the future with you. Meanwhile, you made a mistake. He thinking about oh man, I can't wait to bring her around moms. I can show her the moms. I can my friend. She's so beautiful. Meanwhile, she's like, this was a mistake.
Right.
So that's now you feeling some type of way. You might want to harm her. That's destruction in that sense. You understand what I'm saying? She done destroyed her situation with her husband. You know what I'm saying? Now, guess what? If he like me, I'm coming to kill something. I mean, I'm just saying, of course, with the counsel of, these great men in the I.S.U.P.K, the men above me, you understand, I'm pretty sure that I would be able to have enough discipline not to do anything stupid. But what'll be on my mind is I see blood. Oh, I didn't caught you cheating. Oh, you didn't committed adultery against me. The punishment for adultery is death. You understand what I'm saying? That's what you deserve. You deserve to die. Like, that's what the scriptures say. You understand what I'm saying? And that's what's going to be on my mind. You understand? Murder on my mind. Like, that's like, because you my possession. You belong to me. Now you didn't let this other man take you. You understand what I'm saying? Like, that's men don't, especially again, if she's beautiful and all these things that, his heart had already inclined onto her for years or however long they were together. You understand what I'm saying? So we have to be very careful when it comes to this. Let me also go get Proverbs 6:32, because this verse right here will actually finish off the picture that I'm trying to, you understand what I'm saying? I'm trying to paint so that you can understand how dangerous and how, how serious it is, how adultery can really destroy family. I was seeing an article, I don't know, it's been a while, but I seen an article where, I think it was, I don't know exactly where it was. I think it was down here in Houston. Dude and flipped out and, killed this woman, shot himself and all this other, killed himself and everything else. And those are the type of situations that you create. Those are the type of dynamics that you create when you commit adultery. You understand what I'm saying? And it's very dangerous. You got Proverbs 6:32. You go ahead and read it for me, brother, if you got it. Make sure you let everybody know where you at.
Proverbs 6:32.
Mm-hmm.
But who committed adultery with a woman lacking understanding?
So it says, for who, read that one more time for me.
But who committed adultery with women lacking understand.
But whoso committed adultery with a woman lacketh understanding. Why is it saying you lack understanding? Because you don't understand the severity of what you're getting yourself into. You playing with fire or bullets. Keep going.
He that does it destroyeth his own soul.
He that doeth it destroy his own soul. Why? Obviously, committing adultery is a sin punishable by death. So you sinning against the Most High. You understand what I'm saying? And anytime you sin against the Most High, there is a punishment coming for you. You have to, the consequences are inevitable. You understand what I'm saying? And not only that, but now you destroy your own soul, because what if this man, that woman that you just slept with, what if he feels some type of way about it, and now he's coming to kill you? Now you got to watch your back, because that's all on his mind. He is determined to find you and kill you because you didn't sleep with his woman. And this is what happens. I'm not saying something that's far-fetched. This is stuff that goes on every single day. You understand what I'm saying? And that's why it's very important that you change your ways and you understand. That's why the I.S.U.P.K and the Commander General YAHANNA is so beautiful and so wonderful for our people to be able to have a way out of the ignorance in the world. You understand what I'm saying? Because in the I.S.U.P.K, ain't no brother sleeping with another brother woman. Ain't no woman. We don't have no whores of the daughters of Israel in the I.S.U.P.K. You understand? These sisters are loyal to their husbands. You're not gonna find no sister that's out here trying to be at the bar, trying to lean on another man's shoulder. Why? Because she has men that she can call that are above her, that she can get counsel from. She don't need no random dude at the bar to have an ear to talk to. If she wants to vent, she can call up the captain in her city, her zone, her camp leader, and she can get counsel. She can vent to him. If she can't vent to her husband, if it's about her husband, she can go get counsel. You understand what I'm saying? If you in the school, let me make this clear. If you are in the I.S.U.P.K and you and your husband are not seeing eye to eye, and you have an art with him or whatever the case may be, and you can't go to him because he's not trying to hear you, guess what? You can take him to counsel. You can call up the camp leader, say, hey, I got a problem, this, and this, and that going on, and he's not trying to hear me, and I don't want to do nothing stupid. What should I do? Ain't nothing wrong with that. And he can do the same thing. That option is available. Why? Because it stops you from going to the bar. It stops you from committing adultery. It stops you from committing fornication. It stops you from committing sin. That's what it prevents. You understand what I'm saying? And that's why it's important, man. Because sin, what the wages of sin is death. Now, like I always say, it's up to you to listen. Nobody can force you. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it is a very, very dangerous territory that you're treading in when it comes to this fornication and committing adultery. You understand what I'm saying? If I could, hey Ron, did you touch on Galatians 5:19 yet? Let me get that if I could. Galatians chapter 5, verse 19. I'm sure you so we just have you touched on homosexuality yet?
No, I just did adultery and rape.
Okay, Most High in Christ. Yeah, we're gonna get into it. Okay, so before we get that, then let me get Deuteronomy 7:3. You brought out that? Let's go to Deuteronomy 7:3 real quick. Let's talk about one of the more common forms of fornication that you don't even really know that it's fornication, because you were taught the wrong way by Western civilization. America, the oppressor that the Bible speaks of, has taught you that there's nothing wrong with this right here. Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 3. You might have to.
When it says Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 3, when it says, neither shalt thou make marriage with them, thy daughter, thou shalt not give it unto his son.
See, so it says, read it one more time.
Neither shalt thou make marriages with them.
It says, neither shalt thou make marriages with them. Why is it saying that? And what is marriage? Marriage, sex is marriage. When you lie with a woman, you have become one with that woman. And so now y'all are married according to the scriptures. You understand what I'm saying? Sex is marriage. So it says, neither shalt thou make marriages with them. There's a specific people, there are specific people that you shouldn't lie with. That is what this scripture is saying. Keep going.
Thou daughter, thou shalt not give it unto his son, nor his daughter shalt thou give it unto thy son.
So it says, thy daughter thou shalt not give unto his son. You should not be condoning your daughter getting married to these specific people, their sons. You shouldn't condone it. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I know it's crazy because in the world, you know, when you are asked certain questions like, how would you feel about if your daughter did this, or if she was, you know, homosexual or lesbian or whatever you want to call it, or if she, you know, brought a you know, a different race home or whatever. How would you feel about that? Well, you know what? Especially after the fact that I've raised my daughter the way I'm supposed to raise my daughter according to these scriptures. Guess what? If she go out and do that, who are you again? I don't know who you are, because you're not the woman, you're not the daughter that I raised. Especially if you raised according to these scriptures. You understand? At the end of the day, it's not about what feels good. It's not about what we want to do. It's about what the Lord says. It's about what these scriptures say. You understand what I'm saying? Everybody, even those that don't believe in the Bible, it always seems as though when times get hard, they want to start praying to God. Even though they may not believe in the Bible, it's a higher power. You know, please help me through the whatever it is. You start to pray to it. But then when you out doing what you want to do, I don't believe in all that stuff, you know, because it doesn't fit your agenda. It doesn't fit what you want to do. So at the time, you don't want to claim it. But when things start going bad, you definitely want to start looking for a higher power to pray to. You understand what I'm saying? But that's our problem. You know, it's not about what feels good to our body or to you know, satisfying our own flesh. That's what we tend to do. You understand what I'm saying? We try to satisfy our own flesh. And it's not about that. It's about what the Lord wants. He created us. He didn't create us to go out and rebel against him. He created us to do right. There's right and there's wrong. You know, let's say, even if you remove the Bible out of the equation, naturally, you know that certain things are right and certain things are wrong. You understand what I'm saying? There's a dynamic there. You know, most of the time, the things that are wrong feel so good. It just make you feel good. It just, you know, usually when it's something that you're supposed to do that's right, it might not be the best thing, you know what I'm saying, best feeling thing for you. You may not feel so compelled, like, you know what, like for me, I'm gonna be honest, you know, I don't like all vegetables. I don't like spinach. I'm just gonna keep it real. You know what I'm saying? I don't like spinach, but spinach has a lot of great benefits, right? And usually the things that are good for you, you don't really like it. It don't taste good. You can't stomach it. You can't, you know, it's bitter to the taste. That's just like the truth. Following the laws of the Lord is kind of bitter to the taste, but it's refreshing to the body. You understand? It's fulfilling. It's the best thing for you. The benefits outweigh anything possible that you could ever, you know, imagine. That's what following the laws, the laws of the Lord is about. You understand? To hell what tastes good to you. To hell that is bitter. The benefits outweigh that. You understand what I'm saying? And when it comes to, you know, homosexuality, when it comes to, you know, sleeping with other nations, all of that stuff needs to be taken into consideration and understood. You understand? It says, neither shalt thou make marriages with them. Thy daughter shall not give unto his son. Keep reading.
And thou shalt not give unto his son, or
Speaking to the mic, Brother Kishore.
Shall I give unto them thy son, for thou will turn away thy son from following me.
So nor his daughter shall thou take unto thy son. So don't be looking at that, that Asian girl and be like, oh yeah, she'll be that Filipino. Oh yeah, she'll be good for my son. Yeah, that's right, son. You got you one. You got you a good one. No, that's not. It says it right here. Don't take her until your son. Don't accept that. Don't condone that. You don't have to condone it. It's okay. If they trying to force this stuff down your throat, they do it in the movies like this especially with homosexuality. They trying to force it now. And guess what? If you don't accept it, you getting canceled. Oh, don't be somebody famous. You're getting canceled. They got the council culture, man. I mean, this good night. The council culture might be the most dominant movement since the feminist movement. You know what I'm saying? The council culture is on a whole nother level because, like, in a blink of an eye, overnight, you can be counseled. You know what I'm saying? I remember just not too long ago, the baby was going through a whole, you know what I'm saying? I mean, just this man, overnight, he went from way up here to the next day, everybody was just bashing him in the media. You know what I'm saying? Every social platform, shade room, you name it. And they would just bash him. Now, of course, some celebrities, when they reach a certain level of stardom, they have their what you call stands. And if you have a certain group of people who would never turn against you, then it's kind of hard for you to, hit rock bottom. In other words, and the baby has created a dynamic of fans or stands, and a significant number of them, to where no matter what, he ain't gonna never, you know what I'm saying? He hasn't. I'm not gonna say never, but the council culture couldn't really do much for him. You know what I'm saying? Because he dropped another song or a video, and it immediately got millions of views. You know what I'm saying? So you can't really counsel somebody like that. Just like R. Kelly. R. Kelly come on now. I don't know why everybody weren't since 2022 or 2021. I think when he actually went to jail, was that last year, right? Or something like that. All of a sudden now, R. Kelly this, R. Kelly that. Man, you've been knowing for 20 years that this man did what he did.
Damn, came out, I was still in the Navy.
Right, you understand what I'm saying? Like, this ain't nothing new. And he been around, he been out of jail, surviving and thriving and living good. You know what I'm saying? And all of a sudden, as soon as Surviving R. Kelly come out with regurgitated information that we already knew is coming out, all of a sudden now, oh yeah, he got to get locked up. We got to counsel him. Come on, man.
Sensationalizing and got the ratings off of it.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's all about. You understand? They can they can do that. Like I said, the council culture overnight, they can do what they want to do with you, right? So now I brought the council culture out to say this. If you are in the I.S.U.P.K and the Commander General YAHANNA, you ain't got to worry about no damn council culture. You can't counsel the I.S.U.P.K. You understand what I'm saying? You can't counsel what the Lord has put on the earth to rid out this abomination. You can't counsel it. That's why those faith. Look, if you the baby, little baby, whoever the hell you are, baby, whatever, just leave it up to the professionals. Just like what was his name? Nick Cannon. Nick Cannon came out with some information. They counseled him. Viacom dropped him. And this man had to literally sell his soul to get back on to where he at. You understand what I'm saying? Just leave it up to the professionals. You don't have to worry about it. You can sit back, just pay your tithes to Commander General YAHANNA, and just let us bring it out. They can't counsel us. You understand what I'm saying? But I brought that out because that council culture stuff, man, is very serious, especially when it comes to the LGBT. And they try to force it down your throat on Netflix and every social platform. You understand what I'm saying? And as soon as you go against it, you're going to have a mob of people gunning for you. Well, guess what? You know what? We already on the, what's the Southern Poverty Law Center as a hate group. We already targeted individuals. So, hey, another target on our back is not nothing that's going to scare us away. You understand what I'm saying? I welcome all of it. I welcome all. Hey, listen, counsel me. You understand what I'm saying? Try if you want to. The only person that can counsel me is the Lord. You understand what I'm saying? And as long as I'm doing what the Lord tell me to do, I ain't got to worry about that. And that is to go against every device that is designed to destroy our people, including homosexuality, including going out here having sex with the other nations that the Lord tell you not to have sex with. And why does he tell you not to have sex with them? Go read verse 4.
For thou will turn away thy son from following me.
Because it says, for they will turn away thy son from following me. Usually, if y'all know, especially growing up, you can I know I had my sister. I'm just gonna, my sister, I remember different, guys that she would talk to from different, religions. And it seemed like every guy that she would talk to that had a religion, she would start following that religion. She would start following that religion. She would start talking how they talk. You understand what I'm saying? She didn't learn Chinese and all these other languages because of the person that she was with. And that's a normal thing. You get with someone, you're naturally going to be inclined to whatever they're following. Whatever they got going on, you're going to be inclined to follow their culture. You understand what I'm saying? And that's what happens when you serving another nation that doesn't worship the God that you worship. Guess what? You're going to start following their God. You understand what I'm saying? And that's why the Lord says, don't sleep with these other nations. It's right here in verse 4. You understand? It's right there. Go ahead.
That they may serve other gods.
That they may serve other gods. You see that? Go ahead.
So will the anger of the Lord be kindled against you.
So you already know what that means. Keep going.
And destroy thee suddenly.
And destroy thee when?
Suddenly.
Suddenly. That's why you see, these Kanye West destroyed. You understand what I'm saying? Messing with the Kardashians. Reggie Bush was destroyed for a little while. They had anybody that messed with them damn Kardashians, man, you get destroyed suddenly. What is his name? Lamar Odom. You understand? Man, they started smoking crack, man. This man was, I ain't saying he wasn't a superstar, but he definitely was a star. He definitely was a championship piece to a team. He wasn't no, you know what I'm saying? Like, he wasn't one of them people on the team where you just took a free ride and got a ring. No, he actually contributed. You know what I'm saying? Like, so he could walk around with his ring and say, yeah, I got a chip. Because he actually can put up 20-something points. He can put up 30 points on any given night. Grab you about 12 boards. You understand? 5 assists. Lamar Odom in his prime was cold. You understand what I'm saying? Man, that man went from that to a damn crackhead, man. That's how suddenly, you see it fast, suddenly. That's what happened, man. You mess with them Kardashians, man. All right. You're gonna like, and another thing is, I don't understand why the example is out there for you. You see the examples, you see the Lamar Odoms and the Kanye West, but you still fall for this. You still go after this. Why? What compels you to do this?
Program.
Just evil, just wickedness, demons. You understand? Wanting to go against just your natural urge to rebel. You understand? But guess what? Listen, the truth ain't for everybody, man. Sometimes, the Lord allows certain things to happen so you'll see what not to do. Maybe you need to be that example. That's why the truth ain't for everybody. For those that the truth is not for, you can be an example for those that the truth is for. So when you see them fail, you're like, you know what? I don't want to go that route. That's definitely not the way to go. Let me backtrack and go down this way. You understand what I'm saying? So, at the end of the day, man, that's what's going to happen. Let me get Leviticus 18 and 22. Since we're talking about homosexuality, let's see what the Bible say about it. Let's see what the scriptures say. Come on, Leviticus chapter 18, verse 22.
Leviticus chapter 18, 22. Thou shalt not lie with mankind.
Keep going.
as with womankind, thou shalt not lie with mankind as with womankind.
See
It is
that
an abomination.
thou shalt not lie with mankind as with womankind. So it's letting you know right now, man lying with woman, that's natural. That is the way it's supposed to be. You know, one of the first laws given, if not the first law given, that's recorded in the scriptures is what? What is the first law recorded in the scriptures that's given? Go all the way back to Genesis. What is the first law that is given that's recorded in the scriptures? No, I'm talking about the first law. So that's the first. That's one of the commandments. That's later on. That's in Exodus. If you go all the way to Genesis chapter 1, verse 1, go ahead, Officer Ron. Be fruitful and multiply. I mean, that's the first recorded command. Soon as he made man, right? Soon as he made man, it says, be fruitful and multiply. That's the first law you get. I mean, it don't get no sense. How can you be fruitful and multiply with the same kind? You can't. The Lord designed our bodies so perfectly. And the female body is the perfect opposite of our bodies. To where when we come together, everything makes perfect sense. This body can do what this body can't do, but when this body does what it does and it connects with this body, they come together and they, you know, if like the process of making a baby is so beautiful because you got to have both. You can't have one without the other. You understand what I'm saying? The man carries the seed, and once connected with that woman, because she carries those eggs. You understand? Once connected with her, now the process can begin. It's like it's like almost like I did a little bit of electrical work. It's kind of like a circuit. A circuit it can't be broken. So if there's a break in the circuit anywhere, so like let's say this is the circuit. Right now, this is a broken circuit. If the circuit is connected, now the electricity can flow. You see what I'm saying? Anytime the circuit is broken, nothing happens. It's neutral because there's no positive or negative charge. There's nothing going through it. The circuit is broken. But once it connects, now the continuity can flow. And that's the same thing with a man and a woman. When they come together to produce life, you can't have one without the other. It's a broken circuit either way if you try to do it without. You understand what I'm saying? There's no continuity. There's nothing flowing. The circuit is broken. So that's why it's very important. Now, if you are committing fornication, which is unlawful sex, man lying with mankind, I mean, you really just doing it for self-pleasure, which it's beyond me that how is that pleasurable? You know what I mean? Salakia, you know what I'm saying? I just don't see it. I don't understand how the hell you can get pleasure from that. And, same thing with two women. You understand what I'm saying? But, at the end of the day, I'm not trying to understand it. But the point is, that's not our bodies. Even if you, let's come on now. Can we not be logical? Let's be logical. Even if you, and I hate saying this because you can't remove the Bible out of the equation. You can't move God out of the equation. But I'm saying this just for the sake of those who have the argument that's in the world. Even if you remove the Bible out of the situation, it is a proven scientific fact you cannot have a baby without a man and a woman. Even if you try to go to the scientific route with artificial insemination, you still need that man to provide the semen. There's no way you can't create semen out of thin air. I done seen them create insulin. I done seen them create vaccines. I done seen them create medicines, out of natural you cannot create semen. There's no other place that you can get that from, no other source, no plant, no nothing. You need that man. And vice versa. You need that woman for her ovaries, her, all those things that she have that can produce a life. So with that being said, even if you remove the Bible out of the equation, we understand that a man and a woman, this is natural. This is right. This is what it's supposed to be. A man and a man, it's not right. The circuit is broken. It's broke. You know what I'm saying? There's no circuit. You got two male connectors. They don't go. They don't fit. You understand what I'm saying? Two female connectors. They don't fit. Like, this is logic. Am I not speaking, you know what I'm saying, scientific facts? The Bible has science. You understand what I'm saying? Like, let's stop being ignorant and call it for what it is. You're doing it for self-gratification. You're not doing it for what's right and what's wrong. You can care less what's right and what's wrong. If you sit up here doing that type of stuff, you don't care about what's right and what's wrong. You have the same morals as, you know, a serial killer. You have the same morals as someone who would go out and rape a baby. You have those same morals. I know it's extreme. I know what I'm comparing the two people, you know, those who are doing the wrong, they're going to say, well, that's kind of extreme. You have the same morals. Why? Because you don't have the morals of the Bible. You don't have the morals to say, you know what, this is right and this is wrong. So if you're doing wrong and you don't care about what's right and what's wrong, then you can't be the one speaking up about an R. Kelly or, you know, some other wickedness that's going on in the world. You don't have the right to speak on that because you don't even care about what's right and what's wrong because you're caught up in your own little wickedness. You understand what I'm saying? And that's why the I.S.U.P.K is different from the Christian church, because here in the I.S.U.P.K, I heard Officer Ram bring it out earlier, we hold each other accountable.
Right.
Accountability, man. Give the Lord a hand for accountability. You know what I'm saying? Accountability is absolutely necessary in order for growth and sustainability. Like, to sustain that growth, you need to have accountability. And here we're going to hold each other accountable. In the Christian church, they can't hold each other accountable because all of them got some kind of wickedness going on. The pastor molesting the children in the church. You know, you got the choir director or the organ player. They ain't homosexual. You understand what I'm saying? The damn deacon is sleeping with what's the other, not they kind of like the female equivalent to the deacon. You know what I'm talking about. I forgot. It's been so long since I've been in the church, but they sleeping with each other and they married. You know, it's just a bunch of stuff going on. You understand what I'm saying? So how can they hold each other accountable? Because they got their own skeletons. You understand what I'm saying? Here, everything is put out. Everything is out on the table. There's no secrets. There's no, you're gonna be held accountable. So we can hold. If I'm gonna be held accountable, then I can hold other people accountable. You see how that works? Now that I've then got rid of my sin because I've been held accountable, now I can hold other people accountable. And that's how you rid out. That's how you purge out those demons. That's how you purge out that wickedness. You understand what I'm saying? Oh man. So are we that was the end of that 18 and 22? That Leviticus.
It is an abomination.
Excuse me. It is an abomination. What is abomination? Let's get into that real quick. What is abomination? Can somebody give me the definition? Rom, you can give me that definition.
This is the Google definition of abomination: a thing that causes disgust or hatred.
That's what the Lord say. The Lord look at two men and say, read it one more time.
A thing that causes disgust.
A thing that causes disgust. You know what I'm saying? The Lord looks see two men and is disgusted. And he hated. It says it causes disgust or hatred, right? He is disgusted at that. And it's and he hates it. Give me some of those synonyms for, like, those other words right down there. Read some of them. When it says similar, read some of those words right quick.
Atrocity.
It's an atrocity.
Disgrace. Horror.
Good night. We're talking about a horror film. Think about a horror film. It's just like, this is just blood everywhere, just guts, and this is horror. This is pure nasty and just this is horror. Keep going.
Obscenity.
Good night. Go ahead.
Outrage. Curse.
It's a curse. You curse, we are a cursed people. Go ahead. Torment. Think you are torment. Two men having sex with you. That is you torment that other man. Like what? I mean, good night. That is torment.
Right.
This man is getting tormented by this other man. Think about that. How is that not like? How are you? That's crazy to me. Go ahead, Rob. Salaki.
Salaki, if I may, I was gonna post a picture so everybody can see it earlier, but you know, it's to me, it's considered child pornography. The quote unquote Easter picture that Dwayne Wade and his family took.
Oh man.
With his son, you know.
Oh man.
With the trans whatever.
Good man.
You know what I'm saying? The Edomite. You know that's like 3 or 4 different violations or abominations in one picture. Maybe 5.
Good night. I mean, give him a hand. That's heavy. You know what I mean? Like that is child pornography. That's listen. Yeah. I mean, good night, brother. And this is what America is pushing. This is the agenda that they're pushing. You know, and it's not that I just want to, because I'm not putting homosexuality over any other, you know, sin, but it's just the fact that they're pushing it down our children's throats. You know what I mean? The way that the propaganda, the way that it's perpetuated, the way that it's made to seem as though this is natural, and it's not. It is a decision that you're making because you want to follow your own self-lust. You want to fulfill that. You know what I'm saying? And that's what that's about. Give me Galatians 5:19. That's what brings me to Galatians 5:19. Because you are trying to fulfill this is, you know, you disregard God, and now you want to try to create your own dynamic on earth. Anything that makes you feel good is like you living your best life. That's where that term comes from. Or just like I.S.U.P.K, where it's do as thou wilt. It revolves around that whole live your best life, YOLO, all of that revolves around. It stems from I.S.U.P.K, famous quote of "Do as thou wilt." Do what you want to do. Do you? You know, you understand? But that's not what the Bible says. That's not what the Lord say. The Lord don't say do you, do what you want to do. You follow my commandments. You keep my commandments. And the crazy thing about it is when you keep the Lord's commandments, it keeps you wise above all other nations. It makes, like, when you really follow the Lord's laws and this Bible, these instructions, and, you know, this wisdom and knowledge and history, you are wise beyond belief. You see these other nations, they eating bats and rats. That's why they full of diseases and, you know, it's crazy. But we don't do that. If you follow what the Bible says, you're not gonna fall into all those diseases and curses. That's why we fall under the curses, because we're not following what the Lord say do. Those curses are what makes, like, that is when you are not wise. Being wise is saying, okay, I know if I jump in that water, it's a shark in that water. I don't want to get eaten by a shark. That shark will eat me if I jump in that water. That's following the laws. But when you following the other nations, you like, let me jump in the water. I see water, let me jump in it. I don't care what's in it. I don't care if I'm in danger. Let me just do as thou wilt. You only live once, YOLO. You splash in the water and you're dead. You get eaten by the shark. You understand what I'm saying? That's stupid. Oh, let me inject myself with this needle of heroin. I'm YOLO. Yeah. And now it's filled with fentanyl. And now you're dead. You understand? Being wise, following the law is we don't do no drugs. We leave that alone. That's wise. Now I can live another day. It's really simple. It's either life or death. That's really what it boils down to. Following the laws, that's life. Not following the laws is death. It don't get no more simple than that. You know what I'm saying? That's another reason why I love the I.S.U.P.K. I love the example that's already been set before me, I don't have to overthink things. I don't have to do too much. I just follow the example that was set before me. I just followed the men above me, the wise words of them, because guess what? They know. And the men under me, I continue to teach what the men above me taught me to them, and they follow the cycle. You move like a well-oiled machine. The machine will never fail if you follow everything to the T. You understand what I'm saying? Go ahead and read Galatians 5:19 for me. Yeah, whoever got it. Rom, you got it, or Galatians chapter 5, verse 19.
This is Galatians chapter 5, verse 19. Now the works of the flesh are manifest.
Now the works of the flesh are manifest. What is that? Your own personal lusts. Now it's manifest. The works of the flesh. You understand? The things that you desire, instead of being in the right spirit, now you're moving according to the flesh. Now the works of the flesh is now manifest. It's gonna come out. It's gonna be presented. Go ahead.
Which are these?
Adultery.
Fornication.
Uncleanness. Lasciviousness. Y'all know what lasciviousness is, right? What's lasciviousness? Say that again.
Laziness. Lasciviousness, lustful behavior.
Right, exactly. It says, let's get the definition of lascivious. It says, of a person, manner, or gesture, feeling or revealing an overt and often offensive sexual desire. It's like you doing too much sexually. Now you creating this offensive sexual behavior towards someone, to an unwanted behavior, lasciviousness, your lust, and that's what. Guess what? That's where your rape usually stems from. That's like the basis. It starts from this lasciviousness, and now all of a sudden it grows. It grows. I know if y'all have ever watched what's that, Criminal Minds or whatever, where they analyze your behavior. It starts off something small. You know what I'm saying? Maybe as a kid, you might like to torture little rats and stuff. Next thing you know, it grows, and you get older. Now you killing cats and dogs and torturing them. Then you start to torture humans. You understand? It grows, it advances, but it starts off something small. That's what we fail to realize. That's why you got to get that demon when it first starts. You got to take care of that demon right away, because it's going to grow and grow and grow strong. And now that once small little issue is going to become a great issue. And one example of that is when the scriptures talk about that serpent. The serpent in the garden. It started off as just a little serpent. And what did it grow into? A great dragon. That's how demons work. You see that? It's right in our face. That's how demons work. In the spiritual, like that's how it started off as a small little serpent. It's like, oh yeah, you know what? She rolled her eyes at me. You know what? She be dressing like a whore anyway. And next thing you know, it's gonna grow into a great dragon, to where now you hate this sister. You hate this sister so much that you can't stand to look at her. You can't stand her husband. You can't stand her kids. It then grew into this great dragon, and now you conflicted in your mind, and now you just, you all sorts of you just out of there. Go ahead, Ron.
What you're saying is it, because I was looking at the Strong's definition, and like some of the synonyms for this: unbridled lust.
For what?
For the city.
Go ahead.
And shamelessness.
You
know what I'm saying? Because that, especially with the shamelessness, you know what I'm saying? Like, when people come, you know what I'm saying, I guess when they come out as homosexuals or whatever, like the shame is gone now.
Right.
That's why they're coming out the closet. You know what I'm saying? And with blacks and Hispanics and Americans, we do it the best. Like we let everybody know that we are the most flamboyant. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Man on man love, a woman on woman love people on the earth.
Good night.
You know what I'm saying?
Good night. That is heavy. You know what I'm saying? That's exactly what it is. It start off as something small, man, and you know, it grow. If you don't catch it, you know, it can really it just you know just like that the perfect precept where it talks about the spirits that's going out of a man. I'm paraphrasing. You know, it walk around in dry places, and find it no what is seeking rest and finding none or something like that. And then all of a sudden now you provide a home for that demon, and now that demon returned way stronger than when it left. It left as a little. It left one deep and came back with friends to jump you. You understand what I'm saying? That's how demons work. And if you don't nip it in the bud when it's small, and the thing about a demon is there's always a door. Oh, like that demon don't never just disappear. If you give a small, like it's like an annoying fly. Think about a fly, right? That long as that screen is up, that fly can't get through in that house. Long as that screen is up. But soon as I'm talking about the smallest crack in that door, that fly sense that crack and feel that cold air, is gonna fly in that house, and now it's gonna annoy the hell out of you. It just, it's just gonna be around, but you know what I'm saying? It ain't got in the damn house. But at first, it stayed out. And guess what? If you leave the door open long enough, a bunch of flies are gonna come in. And a bunch of them, and a bunch of them. Now you got a fly problem. Now you got to get a fly trap. You got to get fly swatters. You know what I'm saying? Now you have a problem. Just like fleas or just like anything, it starts off as one. It starts off bed bugs. So, I hate to use bed bugs because they're just so you know what I mean? But that's how they are. They start off as like one or two, and next thing you know, you have an infestation. That's a demon. That's how demons work. You understand what I'm saying? It's the same thing, man. We need to be wise and understand that and identify that and take care of the problem before it becomes a pandemic. All right, keep reading. Verse 20.
Idolatry, witchcraft.
Right.
Hatred.
Witchcraft. Now, idolatry. We already know what idolatry is. Give me somebody give me a example of witchcraft.
Oh, casting spells, that stuff they do with the spaghetti.
Good night, brother. Say it in the microphone if you could, Baba Kashar. Good night, brother. What they do with the spaghetti? Good night, brother. Good night. And you know what, man? It's crazy, man. I can't. I guess maybe the Lord wanted to be revealed. You know what I'm saying? The fact that you brought that up, but when I was in the world, I actually went through something similar to that. And you know, the thing about it is, and you know, we joke and stuff like that, but if you don't have a strong, like if you're not grounded in this truth, if you believing in all this other stuff, you know, you living your life the way you live in your life, you will fall victim to that type of stuff. You know, voodoo and all this other witchcraft. It's really real. I mean, it would, if it wasn't real, the Bible wouldn't say it. It wouldn't be in the Bible. Let's get that understood. If it wasn't no such thing of it, then it wouldn't be in the scriptures. You know, is ghost in the scriptures? No, I ain't talking about like spirits. I'm talking about like real ghosts, like people die and come back and hunt you. Is that in the Bible? No. But witchcraft is in the Bible. And that is a form of witchcraft. Doing all those, you know, so-called casting spells and, you know, like you say, doing that's an old traditional ritual, you know what I'm saying, that they witchcraft that they use to try to make this person fall deeply in love with you. You understand what I'm saying? And if you are not in the truth, if you don't follow the Lord and you don't follow these laws, you could become a victim of that. And I'm a witness to that. I don't want to go in details, but it definitely was something that affected me. I don't know the extent of it. I don't understand it, but I knew it was something like, wait, hold on, something ain't right. I don't feel normal. I don't understand what's going on. Why am I feeling like this? Why am I acting like this? You understand what I'm saying? Until I was strong enough to just kind of snap out of it, like, what the hell is going on? Oh, hell no. What? You know what I mean? but it's just crazy that you bring that specific, form up. You know what I mean? With the spaghetti, that's crazy. But yeah, that's one form of it. Give me another one. Go ahead, Ron.
Cooking up dope.
Cooking up dope. Cooking up dope. And guess what? When you really look at it, it has the same effect. Or not the same effect as, oh, you're trying to make this person fall in love with you, but you're trying to make that person fall in love with that drug.
Right.
You cooking it up, you know what I'm saying? You put your ingredients in there just like she do with that spaghetti. Put them special ingredients in it, mix it up, cook it up, rock it up. You sell it. Now they take it, now they're possessed. All it is a demon. It's the same thing. Same thing with the spaghetti. That's what witchcraft is. It's just a demon. They have you, doing things that you don't supposed to be doing. It's just that simple. That's witchcraft. You understand what I'm saying? Go ahead. So idolatry, witchcraft, hatred, variance, emulations, wrath,
strife, seditions, heresy.
Everybody understand those, right? We got full understanding of what those are. Keep going.
Verse 21.
Envyings.
Murders.
Notice how envyings and then murders come right after that. Right. You want to be like somebody so bad that you just it drives you to kill. You understand what I'm saying? Like you want to be something that you're not so bad that it drives you to kill. Have you noticed like serial killers? Serial killers? Most serial killers, what how do I ask this question without giving up the answer? How do most serial killers operate? Do they just randomly wake up killing in no specific fashion or order, or what? How do they normally go by doing what they do? Right, but okay, I'm trying to think about it in what we just read: envyings and murders.
Oh yeah, they envy somebody.
Right, go ahead, Ron.
They want to be the most heinous, killer, better than the other person that did it before them.
Right, give them a hand. That's what I was looking for. They usually, it's like copycat killers. They look at John Wayne Gacy, and I'm using this because they got some new thing on Netflix where the tapes came out or whatever. John Wayne Gacy. They look at somebody like that. You know what? I could do that, but better. I can do something similar to that. I can, you know what I mean? Yeah. They envy these other killers. The Charles Manson and Bundy, Ted Bundy's, and you know what I'm saying? I can be better than that. That's usually how they. I mean, of course, again, what you said was right. Like they graduate, they start. It's in them. They're psychopaths, obviously, but they start to envy other serial killers, and that's how they usually do their operation. They try to copycat or mimic or to try to outdo them. You understand what I'm saying? Keep going.
Drunkenness, reveling, and such like,
and anything of that nature, right? And all these things that are naming these things because all these things have something in common. It takes you out your element. It gets you off point. Drunkenness, anything, lasciviousness, anything. Your mind get to wondering, you envying somebody. Now you can't react in your normal mental capacity because you're reacting according to emotions. And when you drunk, you really don't have no control over your faculties. You don't even know what the hell you're doing. You don't really, depending on how drunk you are, you're not going to even remember it the next morning. You understand what I'm saying? You're operating on pure just stupidity. That's why you need to avoid all these things. In other words, be vigilant. Be sober-minded. Not saying you can't drink, but be in your right state of mind because you have decisions to make. You have to be wise with these decisions at all times. Children of the Lord, that's why this separates the wise from the foolish. You understand what I'm saying? Those who have the law are wise. They're going to make the right decisions. They're going to be vigilant. They're not going to do anything stupid. Those who don't follow the law are just going to, be all these things that we just named. Keep going.
So come. And such like of the which I tell you before, as I have also told you in the time past, that they which do such things shall not inherit the kingdom of God.
That they which do such things shall not inherit the kingdom of God, man. You're not gonna make it into the kingdom with this type of spirit. You're not gonna make it in the kingdom envying and being jealous of one another. You're not gonna make it in the kingdom being an adulterer. You're not gonna make it, being over lustful and because what that's gonna do, that's gonna cause you to, what Christ said. If you look at a married woman with lust, you've sinned. That's what you're gonna be doing. You're gonna be looking at brothers' wives like, man, you know what she do? Got a little apple bottom.
Right.
Come on, man. Why is you looking at what this man? It's that man's possession, man. Go get your own possession, and you can have many of them. I'm not saying that every brother is, that don't. The brothers don't. Please be wise. Take your time. Don't just jump to, don't jump to marriage. Period. But multiple wives, you definitely really want to be careful. You understand? It's not, seek counsel. That's all I can tell you. Let me see. Let's let's get Jude 1 and 7. This is gonna be the last scripture. Jude 1 and 7. Just go ahead and read it.
It's the book of Jude.
Chapter 1, verse 7.
It's the book of Jude, chapter 1, verse 7. Even as Sodom and Gomorrah and the cities about them in like manner, giving themselves over to fornication.
You see that? Even as Sodom and Gomorrah. What is that? Even as Sodom and Gomorrah, America, you understand what I'm saying? America is doing what? And the cities about them in like manner, like not only just America, but you got UK, you got, any of these cities with our people in it, man. Any of these places with our people in it. That's what it's really talking about. Because these other nations don't matter. Wherever our people are, which are scattered amongst the four corners of the earth, you understand? Even in these cities, go ahead, and the cities about them in like manner,
giving themselves over to fornication.
Giving themselves over to fornication. Everything that we just named, unlawful sex-wise, everything that we just went over, giving themselves over to that. Go ahead.
And going after strange flesh.
Going after strange flesh. Why are you going after the strange flesh? The sinful lust of your flesh and, the desires of the flesh. You're going after strange flesh. You're going after things that are not normal. That's why I say strange. It's foreign to you. This is not what you're accustomed to. This is not in your customs and your laws. This is something it's strange. It's why do you want to explore? Why are you so curious? You just want to your mind, your sinful mind won't allow you to just stay on track. You just got to go after what's not normal. That's not, what are you doing it for? Why would you want to go into strange territory where you're not familiar? For the thrill of it. That's really what you're doing. For the thrill of your own, to satisfy your own selfish desires. Strange flesh. Go ahead.
And going after strange flesh are set forth for an example, suffering the vengeance of eternal fire.
That's all you're really doing. That's all you treading into dangerous territory, not even understand that you really just setting yourself up to for eternal fire, suffering the vengeance of eternal fire, which is, your punishment for sinning, for the wages of sin are death. That's all. There's no life from, wanting to explore strange flesh, wanting to go after your own lust and desires. There's no life in that. In the moment, yeah, you may. And give me, and hold that right there. And matter of fact, we're gonna drop that. Give me where it says it's in their hearts to continue to do it because of the punishment don't come expediently. Because sentence for evil work. Look that up. Google that real quick. For a sentence for evil work or something like that to that nature. We go after you in the moment. When you go after these lustful desires in the moment, it feels good to you. Remember what I go full circle. The things that are bad for you usually taste good to you. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm a diabetic. Anything with like cake and ice cream and cookies, and I'm naming all the things that I'm probably gonna go home and eat. You know what I'm saying? So like, I'm naming all because they're so good to me. But it's just it's hard on my body. I gotta keep pumping insulin in my body because I'm going after these things. And I'm trying. I'm fighting it. It's a demon. You know what I'm saying? I'm fighting it. But the point is, there's always consequences. You understand what I'm saying? You going after these these lustful desires, the things that are bad for you because they taste good and they feel good. You understand what I'm saying? And in the moment, that's what you experience. So, two women coming together and kissing and doing what they're doing, and it's abomination to the Lord, but in the middle of you doing that, it may feel good to you. Two men, again, like I said, I don't get it. I don't understand how, I see that as torment. That's the only way my brain could even fathom what's going on between two men. You know what I'm saying? It's just torment, right? So, but to them, in the moment, I guess it feels good, I guess. You know what I mean? But you don't understand that you're digging your own grave. You're creating your own suffering of vengeance, of eternal fire. Right. You don't even know it. And you're destroying yourself and don't even know it, because what's going to come to you, the punishment, it may not come right away. It's not going to, like back in the day when, of course, when we was living in the Old Testament, if you were caught doing these things, you immediately got a punishment. But guess what? There's going to be a time where we're going to go back to that when Christ returns. See, Christ, the whole what you got, the whole thing about, Christ dying for us is not so that we can sin. It's so that the punishment for sin, is not necessarily going to happen right away. The Lord still will punish you. Like, I mean, it's more spiritual than anything, you know what I'm saying? But the spiritual punishment is, it can manifest into physical, you know what I mean? Because something could happen in, physical, like you can lose a child just because of your sin. You can lose, everything. You may have a good job making money because of your wickedness and your sin. You can lose everything. You understand? Now you can be poor, homeless. Look at what's his name? Delonte West. Is that how you say his name? Delonte West. He went from, I ain't gonna say he was a basketball star, but he was definitely a top tier 6-man bench, role player. He went from that to just destroyed, and now he working himself back up. Look at Lamar Odom. You go from that to destroyed. You understand what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, that's what happens, So it's just not, you're digging your own destruction. That's what you're doing. Go ahead.
This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 8, verse 11. Mm-hmm. Because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily.
Because sentence, read it one more time.
Because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily.
Because sentence for an evil work is not executed speedily. Meaning you could do something wrong, you could sell that crack to your people and destroy that person. You can, do this witchcraft. You can go out and, have fornication. You can go out and, you can just do wickedness, follow those demons and fulfill your own lust. In that moment, the sentence may not come speedily. And so you feel like, okay, well, you know what, hey, Oh, yeah, I got away with it this time. I can get away with it again. Just like a person that you start off as a little kid stealing a little 5-cent piece of gum out the store. Then it turns into now you a full on what's them damn people that be boosted. You're a full on full-time booster. You done perfected your craft. You understand what I'm saying? Like you done turned into Ocean's 11 in them stores. You know what I'm saying? You got all the gadgets and everything to block cameras and hide in the dead zones and everything. That's how it start off. And guess what? Eventually it's gonna catch up to you. It's gonna catch up to you. Keep going. This is what the scriptures say.
Therefore, the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil.
You are set in those ways. Now you set in your ways. Now you are full. It started off as a little curiosity. You just, you what they call it, bi-curious or whatever the hell it is. Now you're curious, and now you're a full-fledged lesbian now. You're a full-fledged transsexual now. It started off as that little small. You see how everything just works full. So it started off as that serpent in the garden. That demon start out so small, and then it just grows into a great dragon. And now you a full-on transvestite or whatever the hell they call them. You know what I'm saying? Like good night. You RuPaul around here now. You started off as, you know what I'm saying, a little shaky. Now you full on out the closet, like you said. Like you just full zesty now. Yeah. Good night. Or Bruce Jenner. You a full on Caitlyn. You can good night, man. At the end of the day, man, we need to learn how, all seriousness, all funny stuff aside, we need to learn how to identify that demon when it's a small demon. And that's pertaining to anything, not just fornication, but when it pertains to anything, we need to crush that demon. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm telling you right now, only in the I.S.U.P.K and the Commander General YAHANNA are you going to get the tools necessary to be able to fight these demons. And identifying the demon is the most important thing. You have to identify it first. And then once you identify it, then you can fight it. Once it grows out to be this big, yeah, you can fight it, but now that fight becomes so much harder. Think about going up against a great dragon versus a little snake. You know what I'm saying? I could chop the head off this snake, and and it's cool. Now I got to go up against a dragon. Now I need a lot of help. But don't worry. If you're fighting a dragon right now, the I.S.U.P.K is your help. You know what I'm saying? You got to lean on the brotherhood. You got from the generals to the captains to the officers, and you lean on that. And guess what? You're gonna get the tools that you need and everything. Just like how the U.S. is supplying Ukraine with all these tools to fight Russia. Well, guess what? The I.S.U.P.K is gonna provide you with the tools that you need to fight that great dragon or dragons, depending on what's going on in your life. So with that, man, make sure you identify that demon. If you need help identifying that demon, even if you're not in the school, you call y'all got the numbers. Y'all been watching classes for so long. You just like the Everest commercial. You've been sitting on the couch. You watch the classes. What are you doing? Why are you still sitting there? Why don't you make the call? You understand what I'm saying? Even if you're not in the school, that's what these priests and prophets are here for. We're here for help. If you're going through any type of domestic situation, you understand? If you're just going through anything and you need counsel, make sure you call these numbers. Like it should be, you watch your class right now. It's a number on the screen right now that you can call to get help. Right. You understand what I'm saying? Real help, not like one of them little late night commercials that come on when you have sleep trying to go to the restroom. You understand? Like this ain't no commercial. This is real life. We really solve real life problems for Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians. You understand? If you're in danger of rape right now, if you kidnap, you call that number. You understand what I'm saying? The Lord is going to send soldiers to fight for you as long as you're willing to fight for the Lord. Right. You understand what I'm saying? And with that, man, make sure you pay your tithes to the men of the Lord and the I.S.U.P.K. You understand? Go to www.isupk.com. Click that donation link, man. You pay your tithes to the men of the Lord, man. We out here working, you understand what I'm saying, tirelessly to wake our people up and bring our people out of this hell, man, feeding our people, clothing our people, getting our people off drugs. You understand what I'm saying? That is the work of the Lord. That is where your tithe money is supposed to go to the service of the Lord. That's only in the I.S.U.P.K. under Commander General YAHANNA is where the real work and the real service of the Lord is taking place by the real priests and prophets of the Lord. You understand? The real soldiers that the Lord wants to fight in this warfare. You understand what I'm saying? It's only here, man. So Commander General YAHANNA deserves all that tithe money so that it can go to, the Lord's work. It's that simple, man. With that, I'm going to pass the class over to Officer Ron for the security announcements.
We are the I.S.U.P.K. started out at 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Room for new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes into a school, they are off limits for 6 months. They have to be saluted only. They're here to shed themselves of the world. They need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. In 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must give permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which brother and sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment, out of the book of Numbers, chapter 18, verse 21, and Malachi, chapter 3, verse 8 through 10. Means 10th in the Hebrew, Mayasharah, 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Give to the Treasury Department or teacher, priest fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory, whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocations is the Feast of First Fruits, which started on the Sabbath of unleavened bread, which was sundown Saturday, April 23rd, 2022. Count 50 days. Celebrate the 50th day, which is Sunday, June 12th, 2022. Start before sundown. Out of the book of Leviticus, chapter 23, verse 10 through 22. If anyone wants to become a trooper in the school, to start wearing all black. Boots, shirt, pants, headband, or scarf. These are the security numbers.
All right, with that, Imagine, which means to stand. We're going to give one courtesy salute to the brothers. Men of Israel, Mighty Shabbat, Imagine, Rock, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua Rakatah, Yahamatah, Sar. You mean to turn. We're going to face the sisters. We're going to give one courtesy salute to the sisters. Men of Israel, Mighty Shabbat, Imagine, Rock, Yahweh Shemalatah by Hashem Yahushua, Yahamatah, dismiss. How you do that? Salaki, it's been a minute. Where we at with it?
Top right corner.
Just the X or end stream? I said Salaki.